Heaven's Gate was an American UFO religious cult based near San Diego, California. It was founded in the early 1970s by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. The group believed that they were destined to ascend to a higher level of existence, which they referred to as the next level. Imagine stepping into a world where the ordinary fades away, replaced by the extraordinary. Applewhite and Nettles weren't just leaders, they were messengers of a cosmic destiny. Their journey began with a simple yet profound vision, to transcend the human experience and embrace a divine transformation. With a mix of charisma and conviction, they drew in followers who were searching for something beyond the mundane. But this wasn't just a spiritual quest. It was an odyssey that challenged the very fabric of reality. As the years went by, their teachings evolved, becoming a complex tapestry of metaphysical beliefs and futuristic aspirations. The promise of the next level wasn't just about leaving Earth, it was about achieving an unparalleled state of being. Join us as we delve into the enigmatic world of Heaven's Gate, exploring the origins of a movement that captivated minds and hearts, leading to an unforgettable conclusion. This is the story of how a dream of celestial ascension turned into a journey towards oblivion. Picture this: San Diego, 1997. The internet is still a baby, dial-up modems are screeching love songs to each other, and the Spice Girls rule the airwaves. It's a simpler time, sure, but also a time when a group of people calling themselves Heaven's Gate decided Earth was about to be recycled. Their solution? Catch a ride on a spaceship trailing a comet naturally. Leading this cosmic escapade were two unforgettable characters: Marshall Applewhite, a former music professor with a penchant for the dramatic, and Bonnie Nettles, a nurse who believed she communicated with aliens. Together, they weren't just your average New Age gurus, they were extraterrestrial beings in human suits, here to guide humanity to a higher plane of existence. Or at least, that's what their followers believed. Now, I've met my fair share of unusual characters, but these two were something else. They had this uncanny ability to convince people that swapping their earthly possessions for matching tracksuits and a one-way ticket off this mortal coil was a fantastic life choice. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. The belief system of Heaven's Gate was a mix of Christian eschatology, New Age philosophy, and science fiction. They believed that the Earth was about to be recycled, and that the only way to survive was to leave their human bodies and ascend to a spaceship that would take them to the next level. This wasn't just a haphazard collection of ideas, it was a meticulously crafted cosmic blueprint. Imagine a tapestry woven with threads of ancient prophecies and futuristic visions. Applewhite and Nettles presented a narrative that resonated deeply with those who felt out of place in the world. They spoke of an impending apocalypse, a cleansing that would reset the earth. But fear not, they said, for salvation was at hand. This salvation came in the form of a spaceship, hidden from the uninitiated, trailing the Hale-Bopp comet. For the followers, this wasn't just a belief, it was a lifeline. In a world that seemed increasingly chaotic and disconnected, Heaven's Gate offered a sense of purpose, a grand cosmic mission. It was a promise of escape from the mundane, an assurance that they were special, chosen for a divine destiny. This was more than just leaving Earth, it was about transforming into something greater, shedding the limitations of the human form to become celestial beings. But at what cost? The allure of the next level was powerful, but it demanded absolute faith and ultimate sacrifice. As we venture further, we'll uncover how this belief system, so compelling and so intricate, led to decisions that would forever mark the annals of history. Stay with us as we continue to unravel the enigmatic saga of Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate members lived a communal lifestyle, often moving from place to place. This nomadic existence wasn't just about physical relocation, it was about spiritual transformation. Picture a group of individuals bound by a shared cosmic mission, navigating through life with a sense of purpose that transcended the ordinary. Their days were marked by strict discipline, a rigid adherence to the principles laid out by Applewhite and Nettles. Celibacy was not just encouraged, it was mandated. They believed that abstaining from earthly desires would help them shed their human limitations and prepare for their ascension to the next level. Clothing was another significant aspect of their identity. The members donned distinctive attire, often matching tracksuits and Nike sneakers, that symbolized their unity and readiness for their cosmic journey. These outfits were more than just garments, they were a declaration of their commitment to the cause. In 1997, the group's beliefs reached a tragic crescendo. Gaining worldwide attention, 39 members of Heaven's Gate committed mass suicide in a San Diego mansion. They believed that their souls would ascend to a spaceship trailing the Hale-Bopp comet, leaving behind their earthly vessels for a higher existence. This act was the ultimate expression of their faith, a final, irrevocable step towards what they believed was their true destiny. It was a moment that shocked the world and etched their story into the annals of history. As we delve deeper, we'll explore the events leading up to this fateful decision and the legacy it left behind. Stay with us as we continue to unravel the enigmatic saga of Heaven's Gate. Applewhite and Nettles called their grand plan the evolutionary level above human, or TELA for short. Imagine a cosmic VIP lounge where you shed your physical form and become pure, genderless energy. Sounds relaxing, right? Well, getting there was the tricky part. To ascend to TELA, you couldn't just be a good person, you had to renounce all earthly attachments. That meant no family, no friends, no sex, and definitely no indulging in the latest episode of Friends. It was strict, like a cosmic boot camp, but with fewer push-ups and more chanting. Believe it or not, people bought into this. They quit their jobs, severed ties with their loved ones, and handed over their life savings, all for the chance to evolve beyond the need for pizza and Netflix. It was a radical form of self-denial, all in the name of a higher purpose. Or maybe they just really hated their jobs. Here's where things get really interesting. Heaven's Gate wasn't just some random UFO cult, they had their own unique blend of Christianity thrown into the mix. You see, they believed Jesus was an alien too. Yep, you heard that right. According to their teachings, Jesus was sent from TELA to show humanity the way, but unfortunately his message got lost in translation. Instead of ascending to a higher plane of existence, humans got bogged down in religion and earthly matters. So, Applewhite and Nettles saw themselves as cosmic course correctors, here to set the record straight. They even claimed that Jesus visited them on a spaceship, which, let's be honest, is quite the claim to fame. It's like saying you bumped into Elvis at the supermarket, only with more extraterrestrial implications. And you know what? People believed them. Of course, no good story is complete without a villain, and Heaven's Gate had some doozies. They believed that Earth was infested with evil alien beings called Luciferians, who were basically the cosmic equivalent of internet trolls, always lurking around spreading negativity and misinformation. These Luciferians, according to Applewhite and Nettles, were the reason humanity was stuck in such a mess. They were the puppet masters behind all the world's problems: war, poverty, reality TV, you name it, the Luciferians were behind it. They were like the ultimate scapegoat for everything wrong with society. This belief in a hidden enemy created a sense of paranoia and urgency within the group. It reinforced the idea that the world was a dangerous place and that the only way to escape was through their teachings and the promise of TELA. It was a classic us versus them mentality, with the stakes being nothing less than the survival of their souls. The death of the 21 women and 18 men was caused by poisoning by drinking phenobarbital and vodka. As the comet Hale-Bopp approached, the group prepared for their final journey. They believed this was their ticket to TELA. The preparations were meticulous, from the matching outfits to the farewell videos. It was a somber yet hopeful time for the members, who saw this as their ultimate purpose. The world watched in shock as the news broke, but for the members, it was the culmination of their beliefs and sacrifices. The aftermath of the Heaven's Gate event left a lasting impact on society. It sparked debates about cults, mental health, and the power of belief. Families mourned, and the media dissected every detail. Yet the group's website remained online, a digital relic of their illusions. Over time, Heaven's Gate became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of blind faith and the search for meaning in an increasingly complex world. Reflecting on the Heaven's Gate story, it's clear that the search for meaning can lead people down unexpected paths. The group's journey was extreme, but it highlights a universal human desire for connection and purpose. As we navigate our own lives, it's important to remain critical and compassionate, understanding that the line between belief and delusion can sometimes blur. Heaven's Gate serves as a stark reminder of the power of ideas and the importance of questioning the narratives we choose to follow. In today's world, the legacy of Heaven's Gate can be seen in various online communities and false beliefs in authorities. The internet has amplified the reach of the mass media, creating echo chambers where ideas can flourish but also radicalize. While most online groups are harmless, some can lead to dangerous outcomes. So can a governmental overreach lead to dumbing down the collective. It's crucial to approach information critically and seek out diverse perspectives. The story of Heaven's Gate is a testament to the individual to think for itself and always read between the lines. As we conclude this journey through the story of Heaven's Gate, it's important to remember the persons behind the headlines. They were people searching for meaning, just like any of us. Their story is a reminder of the complexities of human nature and the lengths to which we will go to find our place in the universe. May we learn from their experiences and strive to create a world where compassion and understanding guide our quest for truth. For more strange cults and religions, please like and subscribe.